Hi, this is Young Cupboard, and this is going to be another knife review for a Spyderco knife. It's a Spyderco Sprint Run Manix 2 in CPM M4 and tan G10. I have some specs here. I'll just read them off real quick. The length overall is 8 inches. The blade length is 3.375 inches. The steel is CPM M4. The length closed is 4.625 inches. The cutting edge itself is 2.875 inches. Weight 4¼ ounces, blade thickness 0.125 inches, and the handle material is G10. So I really like this knife a lot, and at first I thought it wasn't because it seemed like a pretty big knife, and I thought this choil here, unless you held it, it was gonna feel awkward. But the handle is really nice and it's really ergonomic, so it feels really good in the hand. Spyderco uses this kind of looks like an axis lock type of lock, with that Benchmade uses. As you can see right here, and you can swing it closed and swing it open, just like the axis lock. I'm not quite sure what they called it, so I'm just gonna call it like the axis lock because I don't really know what they call it. I can't remember. I know that there's a name, or I think there's a name for it, but I can't remember what it is. There's a lot of jimping on this knife on the thumb ramp right here, the very back of the knife, the very bottom right here, and in this choil right here, and then in this choil right here. It's a really big knife, even though it's got the like a smaller blade size. The Skyline and the Manix pretty much have the same blade length, and look how much bigger the Manix is. I'll open up the blades real quick and let you see. Just about the same length, and the Manix is pretty big. But then again, the Skyline is a liner lock, and this Manix is the axis lock. The can't talk today. The pocket clip is reversible, left side, right side, tip up carry, so it's gonna hang like this. And in your pocket, it's probably gonna show about that much, which isn't too bad. Considering this is a pretty big knife, it's not gonna show too much in your pocket. Like I said, a lot of jimping. You can deploy it from holding the lock and going like that, but I think it's always easier and faster just to use the thumb hole or the spider hole to open it up. The construction of this knife is semi-open, because there's kind of this back part here that blocks the lock. So you might be able to clean it, but it might be pretty tough. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but these liners, they have cutouts on the inside to reduce weight. The G10 is it's pretty smooth, but it's still kind of grippy. Not as grippy as the Skyline on this, or the G10 on the Skyline, but you're gonna be able to get a good grip. Even if it wasn't grippy, you're still gonna be able to get a good grip because the handle is cut out, so you can fit your hand in. You really can't move up or down. It's a really comfortable knife. It's got a really big lanyard hole right there. Like I said, jimping right here. The spine of the knife is smooth and it just goes straight in. It's I think it's what is it? Full flat ground. And one thing about or a few things about CPM M4. This is my first encounter with CPM M4, and what I can tell is it's not a stainless steel, but it is very stain resistant. It's very tough, but it's not stainless, so it's gonna get rust on it unless you put oil on it or any other type of thing that helps stop rust. So getting that out of the way, it's a pretty nice steel. It's gonna hold a edge for a very long time, and it's gonna stay sharp, but it's probably gonna be pretty hard to put an edge on it since it's one of those like super steels. So it's probably gonna be fairly hard to put an edge on it, but it's gonna keep it for a very long time, which is always great. I'd rather have it stainless, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. On this side of the knife, it says stainless. It says it's not stainless. It says Spyderco CPM M4. I don't know if you can see it. Doesn't want to focus. There you go. And then on the other side, it says Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. And that's just about all that's on the blade, other than the Spyderco logo, and then this logo right here. It's very comfortable, even with the choil. You can choke up on it, or you can choke back on it. And with all the jimping, I don't think you're ever gonna lose a grip on this knife. I like it a lot. I'm just gonna do some comparisons again with some other knives, and it's still focused in. There you go. This is another Spyderco knife. This is the Manix. Just gonna put it in. I really like this knife. It's much bigger than knives that I'm used to carrying, like say the Delica, Skyline, or the Mini Griptilian. But it's very comfortable, and I like it a lot. I'm trying to think of what else I want to put in on the video. The clip, it's got a really nice satin finish on this one. And it's going to ride big in the pocket. You're definitely going to feel it. But once you open it up, it doesn't feel that big in your hand, and that's what I like about it. It's a big knife, but it doesn't really feel big in your hand once it's open. But then again, in your pocket, it's going to feel pretty big, because it is pretty big. Alright, that's my review. Thanks for watching.